Day, everybody. Welcome to the Cord Cutting Universe. This is Cord Cutter TV on DCR TV. I'm Dave. I'm DCR TV Dave. How you doing, everybody? Another episode of the Cord Cutter. About 3 weeks ago, I cut the cord to Comcast, at least for the television side of things. I still have their internet out, but because I don't have there's no other broadband providers here at my condo association. So, my condo complex. So, there's Verizon Fios. They've wired this whole area, but for some reason, they didn't make a deal with the condo association, so they never wired our building. So we just have, for broadband, we have Comcast, and that's it. You can get DSL from Verizon, but that's slow and clunky. And plus, I tried that once, and they said something like, "Well, in your neighborhood, we have too many subscribers. We can't put any more on the system," or something. So I have just Comcast. So I need it for my business. I mean, how do I do these cord cutter videos in my website if I don't have broadband internet? I ain't gonna be sitting over there at the Starbucks. There's a Starbucks about a 2-minute walk away from me, but I ain't gonna be sitting at the Starbucks all day doing my. See me doing these videos at Starbucks. Hi, all the people coming around. No, I ain't doing that. But there are people over there. I see them every day. Every day they buy a cup of coffee and then they sit there for 6 hours and they do whatever they do. They're the Starbucks regulars. You see them every day. But anyhow, so as I kind of figured, I get this letter from Comcast basically saying, this came yesterday. Dear Dave, thank you for continuing to be a loyal Xfinity Internet customer. We're sorry you canceled your TV service with us, and we want to let you know that we want you back. So they give me a couple of plans here, okay? Now, currently, I'm paying $85 a month for the Blast Internet, okay? So that's the $75 non-TV rate. They give you I think they give you like a $63 rate or something like that for if you subscribe to some other service. But since I don't have any other service, it's a $73 rate I pay, so it's $10 more than the whatever. So $63 for Blast Internet if you have another service like television or internet, and $73 if you don't. So I get charged the $73 fee, and then it's $8 for the modem rental thingy, the Wi-Fi gateway, and then some other money for taxes. It comes out to like $84, $85. Okay. I say, okay, that's cheaper. I was paying $120 before, and that was with my promo rate for 200 and 300 channels of television plus the Blast Internet. That was the digital preferred package and whatever. And then, as you probably know from previous episodes of the cord cutter, me, that the rate went up to 185, and I said, F it. That's basically $100 for television, and I don't watch hardly anything. There's 2 or 3 channels I watch, and I probably don't even need them anymore. So I told Comcast to go take it and shove it. So anyhow, they sent me this nice little letter today or yesterday, and I'm looking at it, and yeah, I don't want it. One here's an $89 rate for digital preferred TV and internet plus a slower internet package, which I don't want that because I do the internet a lot and I don't need to slow it down. So that's not good. But you have to sign up for a 2-year contract, which I don't want to do because then if you change your mind and don't want to do it, you're stuck and you got to pay a penalty fee. I don't want to do that. TV, internet, and phone for $99. Again, it's a 12-month teaser rate that goes up to something else after that. I don't want to put my phone with Comcast. I just don't. I have a Verizon landline. I don't pay all that much for it, and I have a plan where I can call anywhere in the continental U.S. for no additional charge, so it's like free long distance. And it's, I need a landline when you run a business, and plus I don't want to lock myself in with Comcast, and that's another thing. Then if you then don't like it, you have to cancel that, and then you lose your phone number. And I've got this old legacy phone number that I've had for years, so I just I don't want to do that. So the other option would be $91.95 for Blast Fast. Okay, Blast Fast, which includes what I've got the Blast Internet. So basically, I'm going from $85 to $92. I'm going, well, that's not too bad, and I get TV and HBO too. So I could add for $6-7 more a month. I could add at least economy basic television with all my local channels plus AMC, A&E, Cartoon Network, and a few other channels. I guess the shopping channels and stuff like that. and I could also get stream picks. Okay. And so that would only be $92. So I'm saying, that's only $6 or $7 more, and I get back my television at least, and then I get, HBO. That maybe not a bad deal. But then you look at that. Okay, that's $92. They're going to add the $8 to rent the modem, so that's $100. And then of course I'm going to want my channels in HD. I don't want to watch standard def, so that's going to be the HD technology fee for another $10. Now it's going to be $110, my bill. And then you add in that various other fees. They always have about $10 in taxes and fees and everything else. Boom! All of a sudden, my bill is going to be $120 to get television on one set, and just basic plus a couple cable networks that I don't even watch anyhow. And I've checked out the Stream Picks menus on the internet. It's not that big of a deal. There's much, much more on Hulu's free side and on Netflix, and even on Comcast's free side. There's still a lot of stuff I can get. So, it's like, so basically I'm going to be paying the same rate I was paying before, $120, minus those 250 channels that I didn't watch. Plus, I would only get it on one set, and I have a second set over there in the other room, and I'm going, no, 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 I don't want to do that. So anyhow, I just say, garbage for you guys. Garbage for this. If they come at me with some other better rate than that, maybe I'll do it. But at the moment, I'm just staying with the internet. As I say, for free, I get HD. I can get, well, let's see, I can get 37 broadcast channels, and I get them on all my TVs. I don't have to pay any extra fees for HD. I don't have to pay any fees, the TV broadcast fee, which would also be included in the bill now. I don't have to pay any of that. And I get almost all the television I want. And then I've got Roku on the TV with a whole bunch of cool channels. I can watch the BBC World Service, and I can watch CNN International and a whole bunch of cool things. And Netflix, of course. And I've got, all this stuff. And it's like, and my DVDs, of course. And I just don't need it. I haven't, the only yeah, it's like over the weekend I watched some football games. They're all on broadcast television, which I get beautifully. And the broadcast TV picture looks better than the Comcast picture because it's not compressed and all that other stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't need it. I look through the TCM schedule, and if I see a movie on TCM that I like, I go, oh, I'm sure I have that in my collection, and I just say, okay, I'll pull that out and watch that someday when I want to. So anyhow, I still have no desire to go back to broadcast television. Now, to cable television. Now, it's going to be tested this weekend because the Nationals are going to be in the playoffs starting Friday, and so are the Orioles, and so I'm not going to be able to watch those games on television because I don't have Fox Sports One or what TNT or TBS, or I think they're on TBS, yeah. So I don't have those. So, but I don't really watch baseball anyway. So I'd probably be checking the Washington Post website. I can put on WJFK and listen to the games or whatever. And, it's not going to be that big of a deal. My friend Richard lives across the way. He's a big Nationals fan. I'm sure he'll be watching the game, so I can take a beer over there and catch it with him. No problem. So, no big deal if I feel like doing that. But, I probably will just, I'm not a big baseball fan. But that's one little thing that went in my mind. Oh, yeah, They should, like football. They should, they should find a way for the playoff games to be on broadcast television if they're playing, if in the local markets they're being played, just as a common courtesy. It's like with the NFL. When the Redskins or your local team is playing on ESPN or on their cable network, they always, the NFL network only. Then they will find a way to put it on one of the broadcast channels. They should do that with the playoff games for baseball. That's what MLB should do, just as a common courtesy. What the hell? I don't know. But anyhow, someone will probably email me and give me some sort of code where I can watch it online somewhere. There probably places like that. But anyhow, that's not a big deal for me. But it's certainly not worth paying $100 or, even if I got this $92 plan, it still wouldn't include any of those sports networks, so it wouldn't matter anyhow. So, adios, amigo. So, anyhow, and somebody emailed me the other day and said, Dave, I like to watch news on television, and the Roku doesn't have a lot of online streaming. And yeah, a lot of those channels you go to, there's a Fox News channel, there's a CNN channel, but it's a lot of clippy things. You're not watching a live stream. As I said, there's that cool Nowhere channel. Go there, thenowhereman.com/Roku. You click on that, and you enter it will take you to the Roku site. You enter your password, and then you click on Nowhere TV, and then it comes up on your Roku menu within a couple hours or whatever. Click on that, and then there's a whole bunch of streams on there. Okay, and they change and they're crazy, but there's a lot of TV, local news channels. Whatever. There's CNN International. There's a really cool BBC World out of the European version, but it's still great. It's like the American version, except they have the times for European cities and not American cities. But who cares? Figure it out in your head. So anyhow, that's that. All right, folks, this is Cord Cutter TV. And if you've got questions and you're thinking about cutting the cord, and one of the things I'm going to be starting is like a consulting service. I'm really thinking about that. If you really, I'm going to start it out locally in my little Reston Herndon area, but I'm thinking of expanding it. If you're interested, seriously interested in cutting the cord, I could come over, or at least talk to you on the phone and give you some personal advice about what's available. Cut the cord, personal advice. I'll look at your situation. I'll look at where you live, what kind of channels you can get in your area, what kind of cable services are available, and I'll give you some recommendations. Slip me a couple of bucks. I don't know. I'm thinking of that. It sounds like a cool idea. And a lot of people are just confused with it. Like I'd like to cut, my Comcast bill, my Verizon bill is way too much. My Cox bill, I'm paying way too much for all these TV channels I don't watch, but I just don't know what the options are. I like my Food TV or my Food Network, and I like CNN and three other channels, but I'm paying hundreds and hundreds. I know one person who's paying $245 and she watches one channel. But all right, folks. Thanks for watching the Cord Cutter, and send me your emails. I got some questions. I'll be happy to respond. I'm getting some nice response on Facebook. I also post a lot of stuff on my Facebook page, which is on DCR TV. Go to facebook.com/DCR TV. Lots of cool stuff there. Cable-oriented stuff. Comcast, Verizon, stuff like that. A lot of stuff that I don't post on DCR TV because it doesn't really have a local angle to it. But I post a lot of media stuff up there. That's facebook.com/DCR TV. All right, folks. Thanks for watching the Cord Cutter for the 30th of September, 2014. Stay tuned.